At this time, I'd like to call the meeting to order. Can we please rise and pledge to the flag? I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Roll call, please.
Post,
Yes, here.
White,
Here.
Underhill,
Here.
Michaelak, here, Zambito.
Here. Someone move to approve the minutes of March 17th, 2021 for the regular town board meeting.
So moved.
Second.
Discussion. Roll call, please.
Underhill,
Yes.
Zambito,
Yes.
White,
Yes.
Michaelak,
Yes.
Post.
Yes. This time we'd like to acknowledge Tom Williams and Mike Cleveland for their service to the community over the last several decades. So I would offer at this time an opportunity to present you a token of our affection, appreciation, and esteem for the service you've provided us.
Tom, I could go through and thank you for your years of service and the normal muckety-muck, but I think the town board, the residents, and anyone who walked through the door wants to thank you for, you and Mike both, for running a just system, a fair court. Anyone that knows you knows you're a fair guy. I think we've been lucky to have you for these number of years, as has everyone who's walked through the court. I want to thank your staff, because obviously it's a team effort, and I think what we've done here in the town of Batavia, thanks to your help with Mike and your leadership, is really make a court that I think is the standard for Western New York and maybe the envy of Genesee County. I know it's a busy court. We know you get called out in the middle of the night. I know COVID's been crazy, so we want to thank you for your time, your effort, and everything you've done to make this a better place. So thank you, Tom.
And I just want to say that John says he will miss you greatly, greatly, both of you. So good luck in your endeavors. We know you're going to do well. So from the town board and all of us, here's a little
Speech.
Thank you. I wish Mike were here, because he really, he was the leader. He was first. It has been just wonderful working with the town over the years. I feel like I got to be part of the town family, and it's quite an honor. It really is just a bunch of wonderful people, and it really has just been super for, well, 13 years, and just kind of growing, getting the court to grow where we started. And we couldn't have done it without the town board support, providing us with full-time court clerks, and with Sarah and Melissa. They just were outstanding every day, worked hard and diligent, and they were able to turn it into a professional court. And now bringing Morgan on, and she's continuing the tradition and doing a great job. And then also, John Michaelak is the leader of our court officers, really made it a professional court. It just kept the things moving, and I think if we're the envy of the county, it's thanks to the support that we had from the town board, and Sarah, Melissa, and now Morgan, and then John Michaelak and the rest of the court officers really doing a great job. And again, I can't thank the town enough. I really do feel like it's a family. It just the warmth, just the wellspring of warmth that comes from working with all these people all the years. It really has touched me, and I'm enjoying my new job. And it wouldn't have happened without the success that the town helped me have to let me be in the position to get there. So thank you very, very much, and I'll always appreciate the wonderful time I had working with the town of Batavia. So thank you.
thanks so much.
And Tom, I hope you... Tom, I hope you understand that this organization will always be available as a resource for you and your family as you pursue new ventures, and that you will always be considered a member of this organization. And we can't thank you enough. And it's a big hole to fill. Your wisdom and the benefit you provided us all in your tenure here has been unsurpassed. So thank you from the bottom of my heart, and I know the board feels the same way.
Thank you. Thanks so much.
Thanks,
Vanessa.
thanks,
Yep.
Tom.
Thanks.
Great. Thanks all. See you around, I'm sure.
Yep, we will.
We'll see you in the funny
Hopefully not in
paper.
front
Not
of
in
the
front of you
bench.
though, yeah.
Yeah, you guys don't have to hang out for the boring meeting.
He will be missed,
Yep.
both of them. Any speakers here this evening? If not, can we proceed to resolution number 78?
Public Health Emergency Plan. Whereas in accordance with the amended New York State Labor Law, Section 27-C, and the New York State Education Law, paragraphs K and L of Subdivision 2 of Section 2801-A, as amended by Section 1 of Part B of Chapter 56 of the Laws of 2016, the Town of Batavia has developed this Public Health Emergency Plan. Now therefore be it resolved, the Batavia Town Board hereby approves and adopts the Public Health Emergency Plan developed in accordance with the amended New York State Labor Law, Section 27-C, and the New York State Education Law, paragraphs K and L of Subdivision 2 of Section 2801-A, as amended by Section 1 of Part B of Chapter 56 of the Laws of 2016, a copy of which is annexed hereto and made a part of the minutes, and be it further resolved, said plan is retroactive as of April 1st, 2021. So moved.
Second.
Discussion? I'd like to thank all of the town board members, the clerk, staff, and engineers that assisted in developing this plan prior to this implementation date. Again, a mandate and an executive order compels us to come up with an operations plan for future pandemics. And there's not a lot of information at the state level. So I thank you all for your efforts and the constant meetings and evolution of this to provide that benefit not only to our community, but to serve as a model for other communities across the state of New York. Roll call, please.
White,
Yes.
Michaelak,
Yes.
Zambito,
Yes.
Underhill,
Yes.
Post.
Yes. Dan, resolution number 79.
Training workshops. Resolve the Batavia Town Board hereby authorizes the following personnel to attend training workshop. Paul Marchese, New York State NYSERDA Energy Storage Workshop was January 20th, 2021. There was no cost for a webinar. Mary Cortez, Teresa Marasco, Sarah Sonica, Heidi Labrak, Jenner Code Laser Client Training Webinar was March 23rd, 2021. Mike Palenzi, Wind and Solar Leasing on Ag Lands was March 29th. There was no cost for the webinar. Paul McCulloch, United Solar Energy Supporters Final 94C Regulations Training was April 7th, 2021. There was no cost for the webinar. Steve Mountain, American Water Works Association Annual Regulation Updates was April 13th, 2021. There was no cost for the webinar. Heidi Librak, Jamie Wolf, NYMAR Reasonable Suspicion for Supervisors Training was April 13th, 2021. There was no cost for the webinar. And Paul Barrett, Greg Lane, New York Rural Water Association Technical Training, May 18th and 19th, 2021. There's a cost for the webinar of $90 each. So moved.
Second.
Discussion. Roll call, please.
Underhill,
Yes.
White,
Yes.
Michaelak,
Yes.
Zambito,
Yes.
Post.
Yes. Resolution 80, Memorial Day wreaths for cemeteries. Whereas the town of Batavia has provided 3 wreaths for Memorial Day in honor of our veterans, and whereas the town would like to continue to provide wreaths, and whereas the wreaths will be placed at the Daws Corner Cemetery and the Grandview Cemetery by the Batavia Memorial Day Committee, Disabled American Veterans, VFW, American Legion, Marine Corps League, and Vietnam Veterans of America. Now therefore be it resolved, the Batavia Town Board hereby authorizes 3 wreaths to be purchased from Floral Fantasies at a cost of $65 each, and be it further resolved, the expenditure will be appropriated from line item A6510.400 Veteran Services. So moved.
Second.
Discussion? Roll call, please.
Post,
Yes.
Michaelak,
Yes.
Zambito,
Yes.
White,
Yes.
Underhill.
Yes.
Patty, Resolution 81.
Memorial Day flags for cemeteries. Whereas the Glen Loomis Post number 332 American Legion places flags at the grave sites of our veterans on Memorial Day in the town cemeteries, and whereas this organization has requested the town of Batavia to provide the flags as it has done in the past, and whereas the 2021 budget reflects appropriations for this purchase, and whereas the flags will be placed at Daws Corner Cemetery and Grandview Cemetery by the Daughters of the American Revolutionary War and or by the Batavia Memorial Day Committee, Disabled American Vets, VFW, American Legion, Marine Corps League, and Vietnam Veterans of America. Now therefore be it resolved, Batavia Town Board hereby authorizes the purchase of 6 gross of 8x12 poly cotton American stick flags from American Legion Flags.com at a cost of $89.95 per gross, plus shipping cost, and be it further resolved, the expenditure will be appropriated from line item A6510.400 Veterans Services. So moved.
Second.
Discussion? Roll call, please.
Michaelak,
Yes.
Zambito,
Yes.
White,
Yes.
Underhill,
Yes.
Post.
Yes. Chad, Resolution 82.
Establish line items for capital projects. Resolved, the Batavia Town Board hereby establishes the following line items as written. So moved.
Second.
Discussion? That'll make the bookkeepers happy. 21 more line items in a budget. God
What's
help
21
us.
on top of what? 600 or 700?
Roll call, please.
Zambito,
Yes.
Michaelak,
Yes.
White,
Yes.
Underhill,
Yes.
Post.
Yes. Sharon, you got Dan's by mistake, but I'll let you read it. Resolution
I
83.
got what?
You're supposed to have a long.
Resolution 83.
Oh,
One
thank you.
liner.
Dan must have been short on paying off the clerk.
He was. It's my turn. United Way Day of Caring. Resolved, the Batavia Town Board hereby authorizes a team of 5 employees, Steve Mountain, Teresa Marasco, Heidi Liebrock, and Marcy Crandall from the town of Batavia to participate in the United Way Day of Caring, Wednesday, May 19th, 2021. So moved.
Second.
Discussion? Roll call, please.
White,
Yes.
Zambito,
Yes.
Underhill,
Yes.
Michaelak,
Yes.
Post.
Yes. Resolution 84, Dan.
Surplus equipment, whereas the town of Batavia has determined that the following items are no longer needed for the town use, and they should be sold at auction and deleted from inventory. As written, so moved.
Second.
Discussion? Roll call, please.
Underhill,
Yes.
Zambito,
Yes.
White,
Yes.
Michaelak,
Yes.
Post.
Yes. Resolution 85, purchase a new wheel loader for the town highway department. Whereas the town highway superintendent would like to reduce the amount of equipment the town currently owns by selling their aging 2013 Hyundai loader and a 2012 John Deere backhoe and purchasing 1 new loader. And whereas the town solicited bids for the new loader and the lowest bid was submitted by George and Swede for a Hyundai HL 940A loader at a cost of $157,116, which the town can purchase off the New York State Sourcewell bid contract number 032119-HCE. And whereas the town will no longer need the current 2013 Hyundai loader and the 2012 John Deere backhoe model 310 SK, which can either be traded in with a purchase of the new loader at a price of $63,000 and $31,000 respectively, or sold at auction, whichever price is higher. Now therefore be it resolved, the Batavia Town Board hereby authorizes the purchase a new 2021 Hyundai HL940A loader from George and Swede off the New York State Sourcewell bid contract number 032119-HCE at a cost of $157,016, a copy of which is annexed hereto and made part of the minutes. And be it further resolved, the highway superintendent is hereby authorized and directed to sell at auction or trade in the current 2013 Hyundai loader VIN HL at a selling price of not less than $63,000 and the 2012 John Deere backhoe motor model 310 SK at a selling price of not less than $31,000. And be it further resolved, the expenditures will be appropriated from the Highway Department line item DA 5130.200. So moved.
Second.
Discussion. Roll call, please.
Host,
Yes.
Underhill,
Yes.
Michaelak,
Yes.
Zambito,
Yes.
White.
Yes.
Patty, resolution number 86.
Resolution to introduce proposed local law number 2 of 2021 and to schedule a public hearing. Whereas the town of Batavia, whereas the town board of the town of Batavia, New York desires to consider adopting a legislation to establish a remote work policy by local law, also known as Town of Batavia Local Law number 2 of 2021. Now therefore be it resolved by the town board of the town of Batavia, New York, that the proposed local law number 2 of 2021 entitled a local law to implement remote work policy, which proposed local law is now in its final form as appears by a copy thereof hereto attached, be and in the same hereby is introduced for adoption. And be it further resolved that said proposed local law be laid upon the desks of the members of this board on this date and remain there, and a copy thereof be kept on file in the office of town clerk until May 19th, 2021, and that a public hearing be held before this town board on the 19th day of May 2021 at 7 p.m. at the Batavia Town Hall, 3833 West Main Street, Road, Batavia, on the advisability of enacting said proposed local law. And be it further resolved that a copy of said proposed local law be mailed to each member of the town board in attendance or not in attendance at this meeting in a postpaid, properly addressed and secured closed envelope in a post box within the town of Batavia, New York, not less than 10 calendar days exclusive of Sunday prior to the date of said public hearing. And be it further resolved that the town clerk shall cause notice of said public hearing be published once in the Daily News at least 5 days prior to the date of said public hearing, which notice shall contain the time and place of said hearing, the title and the purpose of thereof, as well as a statement that a copy of said proposed local law is on file in the town clerk's office. So moved.
Second.
Discussion. Roll call, please.
Michaelak,
Yes.
Zambito,
Yes.
White,
Yes.
Underhill,
Yes.
Post.
Yes. Chad.
Resolution number 87, Secretary Zoning Board of Appeals, whereas Sandra M. Bobby resigned from the position of Zoning Board of Appeals Secretary effective April 30th, 2021. Whereas Sarah Sokoff, Deputy Town Clerk, expressed an interest in the position and satisfies the requirements and qualifications to serve as ZBA Secretary. Now therefore be it resolved, the Batavia Town Board hereby appoints Sarah Sokoff, 5118 Ellicott Street Road, Batavia, New York, as Secretary for the Zoning Board of Appeals. Compensation for her service is $81.96 per meeting. So moved.
Is there a second?
Second. Sorry.
Discussion. Roll call, please.
Zambito,
Yes.
Michaelak,
Yes.
White,
I'll abstain.
Underhill,
Yes.
Post.
Yes. Sharon, resolution number 88.
Appointment to Zoning Board of Appeals. Whereas a vacancy has occurred in the Town of Batavia Zoning Board of Appeals due to the resignation of Andrew Young, the term expiring December 31st, 2021. And whereas Jennifer Zambito, who has served as an alternate member on the ZBA since 2018, is seeking appointment as a permanent ZBA member. Now therefore be it resolved, the Batavia Town Board hereby appoints Jennifer Zambito to the Town of Batavia Zoning Board of Appeals as a permanent member effective immediately and expiring December 31st, 2021. And be it further resolved, said member appointed is subject to completing the required training within each calendar year. And be it further resolved, if the training is incomplete, the town board will consider the position vacant and re-advertise to fill the vacancy. So moved.
Second.
Discussion? Roll call, please.
White,
Yes.
Underhill,
Yes.
Michaelak,
Yes.
Zambito,
Abstain?
Post.
Yes. And then resolution number 89.
Town of Batavia Staff Training and Team Building Day. Whereas on Thursday, April 29th, 2021, the Town of Batavia will be having a staff training and team building day, and all staff will be attending. And whereas the Town of Batavia Town Hall office will be closed for the day, now therefore be resolved that the Batavia Town Board hereby authorizes the staff training and team building day on Thursday, April 29th, 2021 for all staff to attend, and be it further resolved that the Town Board hereby authorizes the Town Hall office to be closed on said date. So moved.
Second.
Discussion? Roll call, please.
Underhill,
Yes.
White,
Yes.
Michaelak,
Yes.
Zambito,
Yes.
Post.
Yes. Someone move to pay the abstract.
So moved.
Second?
Any discussion? Roll call, please.
Underhill,
Yes.
Zambito,
Yes.
White,
Yes.
Michaelak,
Yes.
Post.
Yes. Under department reports, as you can see, highway operations went reverted back to winter mode today after they were out mowing roadside and picking petunias last week. In the interim, highway maintenance has been performed on 3 of the highways prepping to paving. A paving schedule has been outlined to be completed, I think, no later than May 15th this year to take advantage of asphalt prices before they escalate, and to utilize fully the additional expenditure provided by the state of New York to offset our expenses in highway maintenance before that decision is reversed. Water sewer operations continue to do inspections, oversee and manage construction, as well as repairs and maintenance on sanitary sewer pump stations, water mains, as well as continued sampling and meter change out. Engineering is busy. I think they have 56 projects in the pipeline now under review or under consideration. Zoning and building continue to issue permits and do property maintenance issues in our community and the others that are in contract with us, as well as support the planning board in their decisions moving forward. See, one other department, I had a report, a verbal report from the historian, continuing to archive COVID-related articles and other additions to the town's business, including deaths and births in those records. She's here quite frequently, and she also gave an updated report on the Friends of the Peace Garden and their plans to raise funds and expand their facilities as well as they can, and hopefully engage some benefit from the United Way Day of Caring for their facility on Main Street. The assessment group is engaged at full speed, working half days, 6 till 6, and then has some evenings answering questions from citizens due to the uptick in property valuation based on sales. So we're not hearing much from them other than the panting breath of those engaged. And I think we have three people engaged in the assessment component of that, as well as some part-time staffers to keep up with the ever-increasing number of letters going out due to increased valuations in our community. Courts open May 6th. We don't have any information other than courts are going to be open May 6th, so we're working on a transition plan to reopen our facility for the courts and continue the operation of the town as we have since last year in March. And that concludes my department reports. Teresa, do you have a report?
I do. Our April town clerk monthly report, we collected $3,329.50, remitted $3,196.78 to the supervisor for the local share. April tax collection, we collected $228,952.48, remitted $4,907.62 to the supervisor for the penalties collected. The remainder went to the county treasurer. Trainings, the New York State Green Resilient Landscapes webinar is going to be April 23rd, and One Region Forward Land Learning Series is April 28th, and town officials have been notified of those trainings.
Thank you. Under my report, the expenditures and revenues are available for your review. That report is on file, the financial status report. And one thing I'd like to comment on, I forwarded our investment quarterly report, and we've exceeded our previous highest score of a 95. So we have right now the maximum utilization of all the town's funds earning interest to the degree that's possible. So I want to take this moment to compliment my staff and the managers of our money and the fiscal prudence they provide, allowing us as board members to make decisions for our strategic financial future and investments. So it was quite humbling to be awarded that recognition. So just to let you know, it's every nickel of the town's money is earning interest. There's just very little we can do to improve on that, and I wanted to acknowledge everybody that's a part of that as part of my report. Committee reports. Chad, do you have anything on solar?
Yeah, I got a couple of things. The solar group, I think, had their 4th meeting last week. We've had a lot of good discussion, a lot of good input. I think we have a general direction that we'd like to go in, so we're gonna start looking at consultants at this point to continue moving forward. The solar at townofbatavia.com, is it .com or .org? .com. Solar at townofbatavia.com is up and running, so if there are input from the community, they can send it there. And it's been some good discussion, and I think a lot of research on the members' part.
How much input from the community are we getting on that?
Very little. We will be advertising, probably, I believe part of our process, can't speak for the committee, but part of our process with finding a consultant will be to map out an input session, and I think we want to get a consultant on board sooner rather than later. We don't want to get too far down one road with some suggestions and some ideas and find out the community doesn't like it. So I think before we get too far heading in one direction, we want some input, so that's kind of our thought.
Thank you. I have confidence that the committee will continue to embrace community participation as this evolves. But,
And we'll also add that we're having a cleanup committee with the city of Batavia for the Ellicott Trail on Saturday, 9 a.m. behind the ice rink. Everyone's welcome to join. Bring gloves and some garbage bags. I'll be there representing the town, and anyone who wants to join, I'll buy the coffee, so.
I appreciate that. I'll take you up on that. I got a stick with a spike in the end.
I think they're providing,
Yeah, I don't know.
That's why he's,
I
that's why he's
buying it, because they're giving it away free.
Well, all right, so if I don't buy the coffee,
buy the
I would
donuts.
provide a cocktail afterwards if it's hour appropriate. How does that sound? If you don't have a little something in your coffee as it is.
Yeah.
Any other committee reports? Under old business, Chad, I'm just gonna put I may be filing harassment charges. I saw a picture of you, and I'm not a fan.
Are you worried about the Santa Claus implication?
I'm gonna wait for counsel. I've got legal counsel reviewing my case, but I may be filing a charge against you for
Impersonation, infringement?
well, I'm trying to come up with a charge. So far, I'm able, but I'm not happy about what I saw. I just put it out there. So under old business, Sharon, do you have any old business?
No, I do not.
Chad, you got any whippersnapper new business?
I don't think I have just cause to even mention such a thing, no.
All right, thank you for that. As someone moved to adjourn.
So moved?
Second.
Roll call, please.
Underhill,
Yes.
Zambito,
Yes.
White,
Yes.
Michaelak,
Yes.
Post.
Yes. Thank you all for your participation.